This is from Billboard Hip Hop.
Let me brace myself for the nonsense that's about to come. Because I just know.
There's a picture of Fat Joe in the caption, in the picture, in the
Oh,
post on
the
Instagram.
king of
And
nonsense.
it says here, Fat Joe claims he was
Uh-huh.
invited to shoot rockets with the Taliban. Let me read this caption before you react. It says Fat Joe once found himself in a situation straight out of a movie, invited to, quote, shoot rockets by alleged Taliban members while performing in Lebanon. On his Joe and Jada podcast, the Bronx rapper recounted the surreal night when, after a show, three men approached him and said, the Taliban, they love you. Shoot rockets?
Every situation Fat Joe finds himself in, it sounds like it's out of a movie. It's like
Yeah.
he just
Wait,
gets
there's
on my
more.
nerves so bad because, like, liar.
Liar. Oh my
Exactly.
God.
Like, what? Do we even believe this? Do we believe this?
But wait, there's more. Paragraph 2 says Joe immediately declined, rushed to pack, and
Oh,
spent the night waiting at the airport for a morning flight. Though he didn't reveal the exact year, the experience likely occurred during his Beirut shows in 2011 or 2012. Quote, we really thought something was about to happen, he said, calling it one of those nights he'll never forget.
of course he'll never forget it. Of course he won't. What? Fat Joe, please. Please. Please.
Let me tell you what I love about podcast Fat Joe.
Just podcast Fat Joe?
Podcast Fat Joe says whatever the fuck he wants. I think this is the
Regular Fat
genius
Joe
of
is the
it.
same way.
I think the genius of it is, I think Fat Joe goes home and works on material to come say on the show.
You
That's what
think
I
he's
think.
writing his jokes like you think he's writing his lies like a comedian writes their jokes?
I absolutely think that Fat Joe has taken his music writing abilities and changed it into his podcasting ability. I think he uses the art of storytelling to keep the
We gonna call it
podcast.
now. We gonna call it the art of storytelling.
Yes, the art of storytelling.
All right.
Because
I
in
feel
hip
like
hop,
he's
we
being
make
given
up
too
all
much
type
credit.
of stories, right? We from scratch in our minds, we make up stories from scratch, and then we make them rhyme, and we put them on beats, and we put them out into the world. I think he stopped making them rhyme, stopped putting them to beats, and started putting them on camera. I think
Listen,
Fat Joe is the funniest motherfucker out here, and I think he lies as often as possible
as
for
often
entertainment
as
purposes.
possible.
I think he lies
He
all the
lies
time.
as often as possible. This sounds insane to me because why is he lying? Are your are the real stories not that interesting? Are you not allowed to tell the real stories? What is the reason for the lies? Because some of this stuff just sounds outlandish.
I think it's
Outlandish.
entertainment.
And I'm not saying things that seem out of this world never happen to people, especially people who have money and access. They do be having the wildest stories because they've seen it all.
Right.
I also don't believe at least half of the shit Fat Joe says. At least.
Oh, you should believe maybe 5% of what Fat Joe says.
Because
Because Fat Joe just says whatever the fuck he
whatever
wants
he
on
wants.
camera. I
Whatever
love
he
it.
wants. And Jadakiss
I
just be
love it.
like, what?
I love it. I love it. I think
Jadakiss is
that's
my
the
favorite
genius.
part of this whole Fat Joe story
Of course.
because his reactions are priceless. It's like when we all have a friend or a family member who just be on some bullshit. It don't even gotta be lies. But they just always be on some bullshit, and you like expect their bullshit. So now you just kind
Right.
of, you kind of just, you know, you kind of just like, you are so ridiculous. But it's like not
Yeah.
a revelation. It's just the observation, right? I feel like that's Jada and Fat Joe. Jada just be like, oh, this again? All right. Oh, this is the part of the episode where we do this?
But I feel like that's the genius of it because Fat
Sure.
Joe knows that, and he go home and work on these stories, and he come in, and I bet you he be hyped. I bet you he be like, "I'm gonna make Jada feel real crazy today. Watch what I come in here and say."
And like he's making that man feel crazy because Jada be sitting there sometimes like, but wait, how did that happen?
That's the
Or
beauty
how
of
did
it. I think
and
that's
he's
the
just like,
genius part.
it did.
I think that's the genius part. I think Fat
Oh
Joe
my
is a
gosh.
podcasting genius, and I think for him that comes in the form of telling lies as often as possible.
I don't like what you just did. I don't like what you just did. I don't like what you just
That's
said.
my opinion. I ain't
You
saying
think
it
he's
was a
a
bad.
podcasting genius?
I think if I came in here every week and told at least one captivating lie, we would be out of here.
All right. You better start telling your captivating lies then.
Nah,
So
and
we
that's
could
the
be out of
problem.
here.
That's not part of my podcasting genius. I don't got that skill.
I just
I don't got the crazy lies in the stories, but Fat Joe does, and
I don't
he's
like that you
mastered
said that
it.
he's a podcasting genius though. That
I
stressed
do.
me
I
out a
think
little bit.
that's my
Really
opinion.
did. Because I
I
do
think
feel
Fat
like the
Joe.
podcasting geniuses are out there. I just don't know that I'm ready to dub Fat Joe that.
I think so. I think so. I think he has. I think he has learned how to lie for entertainment purposes and just lets it
That's for
go.
sure.
Yeah, he just lets it go. Whether that's shooting rockets with the Taliban or robbing an entire gym full of teenagers with no weapon, you know, whatever,
That is the wildest thing to me. Like that story is the reason
whatever.
I don't believe anything he said.
And you shouldn't.
That is the story.
You
That is
shouldn't.
the
No one
story
should
that
believe any of the shit
sent me
Fat
over
Joe
the
says.
edge.
No one should believe it, except that Joe Budden ate 2 hot dogs in one sitting at the Garden because we saw picture proof. That's the only reason why you should
All
believe it.
right.
That's the only reason, and that's it. That's the only thing you should believe out of Fat Joe's mouth. You should never believe anything Fat Joe says, but
I
it's
don't.
entertaining.
I don't.
It gets the people going.
I don't. No, there was one thing I did believe him when he said, and
Now you don't.
oh no, I still do believe that. That's the only thing I believe.
Okay.
But I won't bring it up here because we're having a light, fun conversation.
Light and fun. That's it.
Yeah.